never done projects. Where we are just a silly little YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining a member on the wall and out by the road for only $4.99.
Well, hello everyone. Carlo says first. Hello, Carlo. Boston Bill says hi. Pops, you and chat stay cool. It's a hot one. That's right. Thank you. Hello, Boston Bill. Little and Four said, hey, Pops. Hello, Little and Four. Carlo said, hey, what's up, Pops? Whoop, y'all and Pops. Sorry. Hello, Carlo and Papa Renzo. Alexis said hi. Hello, Alexis. David said, 2 cent. Cootie said, woo, what's up, Pop? Hello, Cootie. Alexa said hi again. Hello, times 2. Jane said, hey, Carlo and Papa Renzo. Alexa says 8 and 6. All right, we're starting off good. Jane said, hey, Little and 4. And hey, Alexis. Carlo says, hello, Jane. Alexis, 88. 8 and 8. All right. Nicholas said, Randy, how are you? I'm doing great. Hope you are. Jane said, hey, Cootie. David said, looks like the snack table's getting pretty low. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a snack run. I've got to get some, I'm out of ice cream too. So yeah, I got to make a run probably right after the live. Alexa said, hi. Jane said, hi, David. 11-4 said, hey, Jane, Carlo, and Papa Renzo. Nicholas said, like number 7. Mike says hi and waving. Hello, Mike. Jane says, hey, oh, hey, Pops. Hello, Jane. Alex says yes. And David said, hi, Jane. Jan. Cootie says, hello, Jane. Jane says, hey, Mike. And Ryan says, hello, friends. Hello, Ryan. Cootie says, I made too many hot dogs. Uh-oh. I hate I'm not closer because I'd help you eat them. Nicholas said, Jane, waving. And Jane said, hey, Nicholas. Ron said, hey, R2. Hey, Jane, and hey, Mike. Mike says, hello, Carlo, Jane, and Cootie. Ron says, hey, Cootie. Alexa said, hi, 13 and 14. All right. Well, I'm showing 21 now. If I get 21 of y'all to hit that like button, I'll be right off the bat. Jane said, hey, Ryan. And Ryan said, hey, Alexis. Nicholas said, I'm good, drinking a tea with sugar, but I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, too. I ate breakfast this morning. That's all I've eaten. Some pretzels. So, anyway, Carlos says, hey, little mama. Cootie said, hey, Ryan. Ryan said, double tap that screen, please. Alexis got number 1. Ryan said, Mike said, hey, Ryan. Jane said, how you feeling, Carlo? Carlo said, hello, Mike. Alexis said, hi. And Ryan says, hey, Carlo. Cootie said, Nicole, you want a load of hot dogs with buttered buns, tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos? Alex says 18 and 14. Bud Morgan says, howdy, y'all. Hello, Bud. Little 4 said, I cut 4 trees down all by myself today. I have cedar sap in my braids now. I ended up getting 2 stumps out this afternoon. Actually 3, sorry. I got 3 stumps out. One was a pretty big one. I thought it would just chip away, but it was a little harder than I thought. Alex says yes, 12 and 16. Ryan said, try peanut butter to lift this side up at Little 4. Mike said, hey, Nicholas, Alex, and David. Jane said, buttered buns toasted in the grill, question mark. Alex says, yes, 14, 16. Nicholas says, long greetings. Jane said, dynamite, save on gas. I tell you, it would probably be a little more fun too. Probably quicker. I've thought about it. I actually was going to talk to Randy about it, but we talked about it the other day. It would be cool to stick a stick of it in there and see what happens. Carlos said, not good, Jane. Have had diarrhea all night, keeping myself hydrated though. Got stomach cramps going to get Papa Renzo to get me some and asparagmodium for the drugstore. Cootie said, well, mayonnaise toasted on the gas oven, it browns the bread so nicely, but some people don't know about the mayonnaise method, Jane. Carlos said, what's up, Ryan? Little Four said, it was my first time using a chainsaw. I kicked its ass. Super proud of myself. Awesome. You be careful around that chainsaw, Randy. I'll tell you about that. Alex says, hi, 10 and 17. Jane said, Cootie, sounds yummy. I'm showing 26 and 17. Man, y'all 26, y'all hit the like button right quick, I'd be all right. Sloth Man says, where were you January 6, 2021? Where was I January 6, 2021? I have no idea. What happened January 6, 2021? Ryan said, Carla needs a big block of cheddar. Get nice and plugged. That's right. Alex says 26, 17. Jane said, Leopard Carlo. Nicholas got thumbs up and okay. And Alex says 22, 17. Little Force R3 was in the back of my mind. No joke. Yeah, please think of it and be careful. Jane said he was in the Capitol. Oh, is that what that was? Oh, somebody trying to stir up some shit. Ryan said he's asking about the Capitol nonsense. We don't do politics, religion, or controversial subjects. Carlos said, yes, that's the one. Jane, Alex said 16 and 17. Jane said, yep, shit stir. Nicholas said, Randy, do you like sandwich ham and cheese? I do. Tell you what I like to do. I like to get mayonnaise, put it on the bread, take a piece of ham, and it sticks over the bread a little bit. Lay it one to the back, lay another on there to the left. And if you really want to get good, lay one on there to the right. Then put your 2 pieces of cheese in there and fold them in there so it can't come out. Put the top piece on, grill it. Man, you got your, when you bite into it, all that cheese is sitting there good and hot and grilled. That's good. Carlos said, cheese. Ryan said, VWs are still cool cars. That's right. Alex said hi, and Ryan said, just saying. Yeah, we got a Volkswagen Bug. I wished I could get my hands on to get it here at the shop and get it back to running, but I can't get it. Can't get a hold of it. Alex says 13 to 17. I don't say Dar said, hey man, that's a recipe for a huge fart, man. It is, but it sure does taste good going out. Coming in, smells like shit coming out though. Luke says, hello man, how you doing? I'm doing good. How about you, Luke? So it is Jane. It's the only way I toast bread. January 6, 2021 was dark times for me. I think I was still addicted to a certain substance at the time. Been clean for about 4 years now. Congratulations, Cootie. I'm glad you kicked the habit. Little Force said I put tater chips on my sandwich. I like that too. Dollar said, that's a damn blueprint for a farting mess, man. That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Better out than in is what I always say. Jane said, awesome, Cootie. Good job. Alex said, hi, and 18 to 17. Ryan said, I'm actually having oven-baked ham and cheese sliders for dinner. Man, that sounds good. Carlos said, VW Golf GTI, awesome car, Ryan. Ryan said, Carlo, I have a GTI, lol, it's old though, 1997. Dar said, yeah, brother, you do, you, man. Beef sandwich, salty butter, and a cold can of Coke. Nope, it's got to be Pepsi. Coke's a 4-letter word to me. Carlos said, cool, Ryan. Alexa said, number one. Little Ford said, proud of you, Cootie. Cootie said, thanks, Jane. And Little, it helps when you get away from the very toxic person in your life. Alexa said, hi. Jane said, Cootie, you close to your mom? Y'all let me get caught up now. Carlos said, they are quick cars, Ryan. You can mod them and they go hard. I know that little bug we got, it wasn't, I mean, it was all stock, don't get me wrong. We didn't even never change the muffler on it, believe it or not. But you'd be running 70 mile an hour and never know it. If you didn't watch the speed, you'd be running, I mean, that little car would run. Nicholas got Saturn twice. Alexa said 12, 17. Maria said, man, the office is so messy. Yes, it is. It's very messy. Little Four said, I'll take it strays if anyone needs them. Mama? Alexa said, no. Cootie said, Jane extremely loved my mama to smithereens. Jane said, hi, Maria. Lol. Jay said, pancakes or waffles? If you ever been in the lives on Sunday morning, you know it's pancakes for me. I'll eat a waffle, but I don't much care for them. Mike said, I agree 100% about the Coke. Yep, they 4-letter words. The only way I like a Coke is if it's in a glass bottle and just about froze. I like that. Maria said, hi, Jane. Hi, Mike. And hi, Cootie. Mike says, hello, Maria. Alexis got money in her mouth, I believe. Maria said, I ate too much food today. I can't move. You eat any of that cake? Cootie says, hello, Maria. Carlos says, hello, Maria. Jane said, Cootie, I bet your mom was suffering watching you go through that toxic relationship and happy you turned it around. Maria says, hey, Carlo. I'll say it before Alexis does. 15 and 18. Ha ha. Cootie said, Jane, she didn't even know. I was too ashamed to let anyone know. Maria said, no, I don't eat cake. You know I don't like it, and I only take pictures of it. Well, I thought the picture had a fork in it and it was you eating it. I know what you said. Just thought I'd ask. Calm down. Don't take it so hard. It was just a joke. Don't get your panties in a wad. It's all good. We joking here. Alexa said 14 and 18. Brenda said, Cootie, what are you talking about, you and Jane? Little Four says, I'm thinking I am going to grill some bratwurst, baked beans, and cottage cheese for dinner. What's everyone else eating? I ain't figured out yet. I may take off and get me some ice cream, and while I'm out, I might grab me something, or I might get a frozen dinner. I don't know yet. Maria's got her upside down smiley faces. She's famous for them. Alex says 13 and 19. Jane said, I watched my youngest daughter go through a horrible time, but she's better now. Got rid of the jerk, and your mama probably knew a lot more than you thought she knew. Cootie said, Maria, I suffer from a minor addiction for about a year. Mike said, who got cake? Maria got a cake they finally got around to taking time to partying for her birthday. Maria said, what is minor addiction? Alexa said hi, and Alexa 19 and 19. Lily says hi. Hello, Lily. Maria said, I got cake, Mike. Me and my family celebrated my birthday today. John said hi. Lex said 19, 18, 20. Jane says hi, Lily. Ryan said, I can say confidentially, if you know better, you know better. Doing better is legendary. Congrats on the 4 years, Connie. Cootie? Connie. Lily says hi, Jane. Jane says hi, John. And Lex said 17 and 20. Carlos and Alexis, no money for you. Jail cell for you. Wow, what in the world? What did Alexis do? That's not nice. Be nice, Carlo. Alexis, my friend, they help me out, keep me up with the counts. Cootie said some might have Jane, but I refused to contact her at all during that time. And Maria, minor addictions was really minor, but it involves a hard substance. Don't do meth or heroin or shoot up. Sound like a car or something. James said, Lord, why jail, Carlo? Lily says, I got your video to 20 likes. Well, thank you, Lily. Mike says, good deal, Maria. Carlo said, just kidding, Jane. Maria said, what Alex personality anyway for number? The numbers are how many people are in the chat and how many thumbs up. They know I always watch my phone and read it. So they help me out by putting it into the chat. Maria said, she's like a robot. No, they know I like the numbers and she helps me out. Lex says 20 and 22. Nicholas said life doesn't always go way we planned, but sometimes the detours take us to better places than we ever imagined. That's exactly right. Maria said, Alexis, can you talk? Yes. They say yes, dog, cat, all the time. Little Ford says, we can all do better, to be better. We got this, y'all. That's right. Lex says 22. IRAP says hillbillies. Hello, IRAP. Ryan said, I think Lexus is just shy. Jane said, agree. Nicholas, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Lex says 20 and 22. Thank you. Ryan said she talks when she's got something to say. That's right. Brent says, the camera in good angle today. Well, I'll be damned. Thank you for the positive thing. Lily says, you're welcome. Cootie said, it's slightly crooked or weirdly angled. Maria says, can you show us your lunchbox? No, I'm not showing you my lunchbox. Lex says 18, 22. Nicholas said, Jane, thumbs up. Cootie said, definitely crook. Yes, it is definitely crook. Jane said, I'm glad you approve, Angle. Now, if the office was clean, Maria might be happy. Oh, hell no. There ain't no way. This damn thing could be clean and spick and span, and then she couldn't see my eyebrows. Shit. You damn well know better than that, Jane. Little Floor said, what doesn't kill me makes me pissy sometimes. I know what you mean. Lex says 19, 22. Maria says, yes, I'm 50% happy because the office isn't clean. Cootie said, Jane, I'm the one who paid for it to be clean. That's right. Maria said, show us your lunchbox. And I said, no. Keffa says, yo, help me out. If I have high cholesterol, does it mean I'm good and fit at fitness? I have no idea. Jane, talk to him. Cootie said no. Carlos says 18. Jane said K-A-I perhaps. Fitness burger in my mouth. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Lex said yes, 22, 20, 22's. Cootie said yes, and yes, Calju. Lex says 20, 22. Carlos says 17, 22. Jane says maybe, Callie. I'm the Mutts Nuts. Howdy, tough guy. Hello, Mutts. Jane said, it depends. Can you? Lillian Ford says, just because it needs to learn the lesson doesn't mean I want to, but I will anyway. Maria said, who have extra $5 to pay Randy to show us his lunchbox? Barrett says, hello from Ohio. Lex says, hi. Maria says, if I can send you some of my birthday cake, I would. I appreciate it. I know you would, Maria. Lex says 19, 22. Jane says, hi, Baron. Cola. Say, hey, you might not remember me. We spoke on Grindr before. We hope you're well. Oh, I'm doing perfectly fine. I appreciate you ghosting me like that. Lex says 22 and 18. Said hi. Ryan said, hey, Colo Gray. Jane said, hey, Colo, he helps it. But he kept his socks on. That's right. Little Forrest said, a man's lunchbox is his own business. I agree. He said, you think I will make fun of it? I don't know why you'd want to see my lunchbox, but I'm not pulling my lunchbox out. Mr. Pigeon said, God bless America. Cootie said, I would test the $5. Carlos said, Papa Renzo says, hello, NDP family. Pops, and Papa Renzo says he needs someone to cut the lawn. I wished I was there. I'd help the man out. Mr. Pigeon said, God bless America. Maria said, well, unfortunately, you're right. Oh, I know. Again, God bless America from Pigeons. And I think they're going to say it a couple more times. In the old school, they got a broken record there. It's just skipping. Alexa said $5. Mike says, you wear the pins. The Mutt said, God bless Submarine. Surname. Jane said that depends, Mike. Alexa says $5. Mike says that it does, Jane. Alexa says 16, 15. Mary says, I can't make fun of your lunchbox because I don't have a lunchbox. And you don't have a clean desk either, but you make fun of mine. Jane said, someone bumped that record player. That's right. William says, I have a learning difficulties. I do too, William. I just let everybody talk shit about me and I keep going. I don't worry about it. Carlos says, Papa Renzo says, thanks, Pops. You're welcome, Papa Renzo. Hey, Colo says, Gray, I'm proud, and yes, he did keep them on. He freaking loves it. Alex says 23. Maria said, does your lunchbox have some cartoon drawings? Nope. Maria said, hey, don't talk about my desk. Don't talk about mine. Little Ford said, Pops, I freeze grapes for my lunchbox. It's just right, out an hour after lunch. Oh, really? What's the purpose of freezing them? Jane said, hey, Colo, you aren't gay if you kept your socks on. You know, Pride Month and all. Alexa said 17, 14, 23. Cootie said, okay, so my boyfriend's birthday is July 20th. Y'all think I should either renovate my backyard or buy my boyfriend his $600 car part? I feel like I have plenty of time before then. I get about $1,300 a paycheck. that's up to you. I mean, whatever you think he wants. I mean, and whatever he thinks he would want more. Jane said, hike. Mike said, would somebody hike the football already? Ryan said, the car part. What's the car part? It's the hood for that Charger. Maria said, to be honest, my birthday party was so messy, not like I expected. The kids were crying and the adults just kept talking in loud voices. I couldn't enjoy it. Well, that's not good. Little Four said the grapes get sweeter after you freeze them, plus it helps keep it cold. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'll have to try that. Thank you for the information. If they get sweeter, I want to try it. Ecolo says, maybe not Jane, but him asking me stuff that doesn't boiled eggs, and his ass is pretty gay if you ask me. I think there's a liar in the crowd. Can y'all figure out the liar? Jane said, it's your birthday, backyard for sure. Maria said, next time I'm going to only celebrate with my friends. There you go. Jane said, hey, Colo, too far. You're going to go soon. Less 16 to 23. Nelson said, my day is the 20th of this month. All right. We'll try to remember that, Nelson. Daryl says, hello. Hello, Daryl. If I didn't say it, Lex said 16 to 23. Jane said, hey, Nicholas. Lex said 17 to 23. And Jane said, hey, Daryl. Little Force only freeze red grapes. Green ones get mushy. Oh, really? Well, I'll have to remember that too. Daryl said, Jane. Hey, Colo said, Jane, I love you. I will behave. Let me see something here while we're talking here. Go to the channel. See what he's got here. Well, he don't have October the 3rd. 2015 is when he made his channel. Car newish. Really don't do much with it, so I can't find a lot of information out about it. Jane said, Daryl, remember Nelson's birthday. Lol. Cody said, Ryan, it's an Amerihood. Demon functional heat extractor ram air hood. Ryan said, Colo needs a nice soft ball size cactus to sit on. Mike says, hi, Daryl. Ryan laughed. Jane said, that thanks, Colo. Nelson said, hey, Jane. Ryan said, I will pop up on Facebook to remind me. And that's right. Mike said, hi, Jane. Lex said, yes. 17 to 25. Carlos said, what's up, Daryl? Whoop. Ryan said, well, you said he's big into cars, right? I'd go for the hood, but the back door is also a great treat. Ryan said 600 is expensive. Lex said yes. Jane said, Ryan, can you find one cheaper for her? Cootie said, oh, he likes the back door, all right. I laughed my ass off. I'll shut up before Jane gets mad. Alexa said 16 and 18. Ryan said, ha ha ha. Hey, Golo said, Ryan, that's not very nice of you to say that. It was funny. We dealt with that mess you were putting up there, so let's be nice. Brick says, I looked up, yeah, I think there's another liar in the crowd. Jane said, but it's her birthday. She needs to do something for her. I thought she said it was her boyfriend's birthday. I think she said it was her boyfriend's birthday, I think. Alex says 25. Daryl said, Big Mike. More Mike Big. Ryan said, hey Colo, it's not nice to try to crash someone's other people's stream either. Alexa said, hi. That's right. Ryan, you tell him I was so mad I couldn't. Cootie said it's his birthday. Mine isn't until August the 8th. 8/8/98. Zettel said we need to turn Pride Month to Veterans Month. We give the gays the whole month. Give our veterans one day. That shows who society respects more. I agree. Zettel said MASA, Make America Straight Again. Lex says 18/25. Zettel said keep America straight. James said, Law. He didn't say Big Mike. He said Big Jane. I know, right? He just said Mike was big. Carlos said, hey, Carlo, functional Tessa did 0. What the hell? Hope that's, okay. What he said. Jane said, oh, then definitely car part, lol. Let them force it. Anyone have a tip on how to remove sap from a 32-inch braid? Ryan told you put peanut butter in it. Peanut butter will pull it out. Cootie said, but then I'd get hide for it from him until then. We have an issue with porch thieves here. And he has control of the cameras around the building. I think he'd know before I would. Yeah, but it don't really matter if you get it for him and it comes in today. At least he knows he's got it for his birthday. It's hard to plan like that on a part you got to order, and that big anyway. Let them force said didn't work. Lex says 88/98. Hebrews says 300 pounds. Question mark. Jane said peanut butter removes bubble from hair too. Yeah. How about balloons? Does it move chewing balloons? Ryan said, Cootie, do you have friends? You should ship it to their house. Hebrews said, so many dollars. Alexa said, hi, yes, and hi. Hebrews said, ha ha. Zach said, I see goldfish on the table. Yes, I do need to eat some of them. 10/25. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all touch my likey thingy, please. Ryan said, yes, Jane. Bubble gum will come right out. The oil gets in between the hair and the goo. Jane said, right. Bubble balloons. James said it's great to stream it's a great stream and all, but I was wondering if you could stop making that silly face. Oh, I need to check, see what, when you made that, see if you might be somebody else. Hebrews said, nice balloons. Alexa said 12/25. Little for pops. Don't you balloon, please. Hebrews said, fire for laughing. Rumple said 13/26. Got it smiling. Alexa said hi. Jay said, Lowell, stop making that face when you read my comments. Rumple said hello, Pops. Hello, Rumple. Alexa said 11. Ryan said, good morning, Rumple. Cootie said, Ryan, yes, I'm Mass. I've lived right here near the border, but my friend lives in Leo Minister, and they also have issues with porch pirates. Rumple said, Jane, hello. Lex says 25. Zach said, sugar pops are good too. Yeah, that's Randy's cereal. Rumple said, Ryan, hello. Jane said, hey, Rumple. Lex said 13. Rumple said, Cootie, hello. Lex said 25. Rumple said 25, 14. Cootie said, hello, Rumple. Lex said 9/25. Alex said, what about the local shop? Rumble said 10. Uh, more glitz, more. Their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. Okay. Ryan said, does he have a shop here like to use for things he can't do? Can't do it? Rumble said 25. Brandon says, hi, how are you? Astros got to win yesterday. Awesome. Don't know that name, but it translated to good morning. So good morning, I'm going to say 9 because it's got a 9 in it. Alex said hi. Cootie said, I trust the local shop, but I want the best, newest for him. He deserves it. He's talking about buying it and having it shipped there, I think. Eric says, how you doing? I'm doing great. Hope you are, Eric. Jane said, hi, Brand. Alex said, 1825. 8 and 25, sorry. Rumble said, I had a Porsche Pirate. I had a Porsche 911. Guess what? It got stolen. Darn Porsche Pirate. Eric said, do you like Klondike bars? What would you do for a Klondike bar? They all right. I wouldn't do a lot for them. It's hard enough to pay the money for them, but they're all right. I'd rather have the M&M ones, though. Ryan said, no, but that's what I mean by it new, but get the shop on board to help mount it. Jane said, Cootie, check to see if you can have the hood shipped to that shop. 9 said, where Maria at? She was in here. Alex says, local. Hey, another word, cool. Ryan said, Lil Rumpo. Jane said, Lil Rumpo. Jane said, hi, Eric. Eric said, they're buy one, get one free tomorrow at Dollar General. Johnny said, hello, my therapist. Hello, my therapist told me to express my insecurities to strangers. I have a small carrot. That's fine. It's not the size of the carrot. It's who's eating it. Rumble said it was a Hot Wheels model. That's all I can afford. Lex said local. Rumble's laughing. Lex says 11. Rumble said vocal 4. Jason, Johnny, I'm so sorry about your carrot. Rumble said local. Joe said fake southern accent. Fake? Oh my God. Oh, we got fake southern accents in here. What the hell, dude? Who's the fake southern accent? Raise your hand, please. Alex says 10. Rumble says 25. Alex says 26. Scooty said left my ass off Rumble. I wouldn't do shit for a Klondike bar. They taste like booty. And Ryan, he's well informed that I'm sure he'd like to install it himself. And Jane, I could see about that. Rumble said 11. Alex says cat. Ethan said, hey, I'm new to the chat, but please don't believe me. I am poor. Okay. Whatever you say. But you told me not to believe you, or what? Okay. Welcome to the chat, Ethan. Rumble said, Dole. Johnny said, I feel much better now. Good. Alex said 11. Jane said, Joe, not fake. Alex said 26. Rumble said 13. Fax said, will Menodolics work for what? I don't even know what that is. Hell, I can't even pronounce it. Jane said, Ethan, we're all poor. Jane said, Johnny, I'm glad you're feeling better about yourself. Alex says 8. Cootie says, I got $33 left to my name at the moment. Laughed my ass off. Rumble said 25. Maria said, hey, somebody looking for you, Maria. Alex said 27. Rumble said 9. Jane said, facts only if you choose to have hair. That's right, I choose not to have hair. Maria said, who asked for me? I couldn't read their name. It's got a 9 in it. But they asked for you. You have to scroll back through the chat. Alex says, $33. The Adventures of Smokey the Bandit. I'm still sitting here with my stupid green shirt reading to a bunch of morons. Just one moron. He keeps saying stupid shit. Goody said, we always ask for you, Maria. You're a part of the family chat. And Alexis is straight calling me out right now. Lex says, Doggy. Jane said, Fax was asking about med to help grow hair, Pops. Did I miss it? Or is that what I couldn't read? Rumble said, I got only 5 cents. Alexis, 33. I don't dream that big. Maria said, I was watching the video. Oh, well, excuse us. I hope it was a good video. Alex said, hi. Kevin said, hey, brother, don't worry. I'm here. Forgive me and believe me. I believe you and I'll forgive you. 11 people, 27 thumbs up. Jane said, no, you could pronounce it. Not worth worrying about. Oh, I wasn't, Jane. I let it go. I'm like Frozen. I let it go. Rumble said, hair meds, gels, magic, portions are mostly hoax. They just mint money and exploit people. Exactly. Alex said 27. Cootie said, if it wasn't damn near $15 to ride a Uber, I'd donate. Well, Cootie, don't you ever put yourself in a position of not having money just to donate to us. We appreciate it, and the money helps as it grows, but you take care of yourself. Rumble said 9 and 27. I do appreciate you trying to support the channel. It will go a long way, and I do appreciate it. Maria said he do all this stuff, and then I became mad, and he said he always liked that. I didn't do anything. Maria playing the victim role. Ryan said, if anyone needs a legit hair growing treatment, go to Maine and tell do grow. Maria said, he's like the annoying uncle. Lex says, oh, okay. Lex said 13, 27. Ryan said, shit, will make you grow eyebrows out your forehead. Cootie said, Lotus did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you fell for it. Alexis said, hi. Lex said, Carlos said, 1327. Rumble said, big boys, hello. Carlos said, 128. Lucy said, hi. Hello, Lucy. Cootie said, also, Galligan pills will work miracles. Make my hair and nails grow so fast. Carlos said, what's up, Rumple? Jane said, hi, Lucy. Maria says, I always play victim. Lexi said, Lotus. Jane said, what did Lotus do? He suckered Lexi, Cootie into giving money. He played hard on her. He didn't do wrong. She just fell for it. He was just trying to help me out. Lucy said, hi, Jane. Lex says 10. Rumble said, heard a phrase that chilies so hot they make hair grow. Maybe that could help, huh? Cootie said, yeah, you fell for it. Bro told me to walk and then donated $3 not to make me number one. Rumble said 27. Lotus said, I'm on a trip right now with my friends. All right, that's cool. Jane said, what did I miss, Lord? Alex says 28. Boston Bill said, hi, Jane. Hi, Lotus. The other day, Cootie was at work and she only had, I don't know, like $25 or something, and the Uber cost more, and Lotus donated $3 or something to make. I think that was the night that Lotus donated to get number one. Carlo beat Lotus out, and then Cootie had to donate like $20 to get her name to number one. And then they told her to walk since she didn't have no money, so she couldn't call an Uber. Boston, I read that. Maria's crying, sniffling. Uncle Charlie said, it looks like your belly is getting bigger. Maria said, God help me. Jane said, oh, he's an asshole. Oh yeah, Lotus. Cootie said, and I had to donate 20 to show him. Ryan said, Lotus baited you, Cootie. Yes. My friend said, I'm thinking about buying a Harley Davidson Softail. Shut up. That's up to you. I know where there's a 2004 Fat Boy, real nice bike. Somebody might pick up for a good price. Rumble said, Cootie, Colin Bill work for hair. All right. Lucy said, we fishing. Jane said, hi, Bill. Lex said, $20. Rumble said, hey, friend, my friend, sure. Lucy said, hi, Bill. My friend said, okay. Carlos said, I can't see Lotus in the chat. What the fuck? Lotus ain't here yet. Rumble said, Alexis again. I dream only in scent. Lex said, 12. Jay said, my friend, no. People in cars don't see motorcycles. Cootie said, Rumple, yes, absolutely. Rumple said, 27. Alex said, 29. Cootie said, that and one a day pill. Marcus said, what's happening, Baldy? Hey, buddy, what's up, Marcus? Rumple said, 1329. Alex said, 29. Jay said, Lotus isn't here. I'm behind and I can't get caught up. Cootie says, I'll do it again. Don't test me, Rumple. Already tested me. Alex said 15. Amber said, hey, hello, Amber. Rumple said, Cootie, oh, cool. Good to know. Alex said 29. Boston Bill said, well, I'm tired. Parker said, I got a job for State Road. All right, cool. My friend said, where's the bike? It's in Trinity, North Carolina. Cootie said, Jane, not yet. Ryan said, Lord, didn't do it, Cootie. Alexis said, why? Amber said, hey, Rumple. Maria said, bye, I'm going to sleep. See you, Maria. Sleep well. Amber says, hey, Jane. Hey, Cootie. Ryan said, bye, Maria. Alexis is laughing or upside down smiley. Rumple said, Amber, hello. Damn it. I can't read that name neither. It's got S9E. So nice to meet you from Japan. Hello from Japan. Glad you're here. Alexa 16. Lotus says, you can't see me. Amber says, hey, Maria. Bye, Maria. Alexis 30. Amber says, hi, Lotus. Parker says, gas is getting stupid high. Amen. S9E said, my name is Yoko. Yoko. Is that right, Yoko? I'll try to remember it. Hey, Lotus, what's up, Carlo? Ryan said, hey, Lotus. Lotus said, what's up, Carlo? Ryan said, hey, Yoko. Lotus said, what's up, Ryan? Carlo said, I'm getting my belly. Loco said, there it is. All right. Lex said 14 and 30. Jane said, good night, Maria. Carlos said, what's up, Lotus? Ryan said, America, Yoko. Parker said, everyone stop trying so Pops can catch up. That's all right. I'll catch up in a minute. Lotus said, what's up, Rump? Yoko said, hey, hello, everyone. Hello. Lex said, yes. Rumble said, I'm not testing. I had a long, lush hair, but due to the real bad lifestyle, I lost the volume. So now I'm mostly rock and buzz cut for what I call a good old boy haircut. All right. Jay said, hi, Amber. Rumple said, Lotus, hello. Yoko said, there it is. There is it. Cootie said, Lotus, we were just talking about you. Jay said, welcome, Japan. Parker said, hey, Amber. Loco said, do you like sushi? I do not. Amber said, hey, Carlo. Hey, Parker. And hey, Ryan. Parker said, yawning. Carlo said, Kawachi, Japan. Ryan said, hey, Amber. Lex says, call. Carlo said, so D's knee. MJ said, John Marston. Alex said, yes. John May said it again. Rome said, of duty, Alexis. Alex said, 14. Woody says, Rumple says, 29. Alex says, 32. Carlos says, hello, Amber. Lotus says, hi, Amber. Jane says, hey, Lotus, we were talking shit about you. Hornby says, I would love to stay, but I can't. I will stay for 2 minutes. Well, thank you, Hornby. That's 2 minutes. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Yoko said, Tank S. MJ said, Jose Matthews. Jane said, Yoko loves sushi. Lotus says, oh yeah, Jane. Daniel said, cheers, everyone. Hello, Daniel. Goody said, Rumble, if that's the case, you'll need to treat your hair very differently. Going to have to involve a lot of social treatments. Parker, Lotus said, what'd you say? Hell, I don't even know. Goody said, everyone be sure to like the stream. Yes, please. Jay said, hi, Hornby. Brandon said, I have a question for you. Is your son there? He didn't ask you the question. No, my son's not here. He had to work over again today, and he was too tired to come to the shop. No Man's Baby Girl said hi. Hello, Tina. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Hello, Tina. Hornby said, your best TV show, Dukes of Hazzard, years ago. Brandon said, hey, I have a question for you. Is your son there? No, my son is not there. Here. He's there at home, but not here. Grammar says, good morning, Michael said, how are you? All hope you are all safe and well. I'm doing good and hope you are. Rome said, Cootie, yeah, but I'm fine with it. I've been blessed with too much handsomeness. Anyway, Jane said, hi, Daniel. Parker said, just some good old boy, never meaning no harm. That's right. Yeehaw! Brandon said, can I ask you a question? Yes, ask away. Madison said, hi. Hello, Madison. Parker said, everyone typing these big paragraphs. Yeah, they trying to keep me behind. They don't want to see me get caught up. Rumble said, Madison, hello. Jane said, hey, Maddie. Madison said, hello, Rumple. And hello, Jane. Yoko says, sushi is most popular food in Japan. Awesome. Brandon says, how you make a carbo? Do you use milk or heavy milk? Hell, I don't know. Ask your phone. Chat GPT will tell you. Hornby said cupcakes are tasty. Cootie said, I mean, if you're comfortable with it, that's great. But if you'd like to improve it, deep condition, leaving a great healthy hair condition for a few hours would do wonders in a matter of weeks. Lotus said, hi, Madison. Fresh flesh, you look overweight. Yeah, but I carry my weight so damn good. You don't see this weight look this good on anybody else. Carlos said, I like chicken teriyaki. Jane said, Yoko, sushi is popular in the United States, but not quite like Japan. Rumble said Chinese food is most eaten food in China. Jane said, Brandon, heavy cream. There's your answer. We have got, Lexus quit letting me know, so I've got to look at my phone. 1436. Cootie said, I prefer sashimi. Okay. Ryan said, Webbs eat sushi. Lol. Rumble said topic is veering towards food. Every time I'm getting hungry now. I know, right? Carlos said I like Japanese RC cars. Flesh says it's not funny. You need to sort. It's not funny. You need to sort it out. Hell, I forgot what you said. Now I forgot what I got to sort out. Cody said close enough. Parker said people ask me what's wrong with you. I simply reply, ask Monster and good old boys. Ryan said, weebs. Weebs? Dweebs? Or are you trying to say dweebs? Or am I trying to read it wrong? Cootie said flesh, STFU. Alex said 1636. Alex said hi. Ryan said yes. Okay, dweebs, I got it. Parker said, yeehaw. Flesh said, you need to sort out the stomach out. Oh, well, here, watch. I'm going to sort it out for you. How's that? Hey, Fat Albert. Ryan said dweebs, not D. Madison said, hey, Lotus. Scooty said, hello, Madison. Parker's flatlining. Rumble said 1736. Jane said, what's weebs? I don't know. I thought it might be a weeble wobble. You know, we weeble and we wobble, but we don't fall down. Parker's still flatlining. Somebody give him CPR. Shock him. Cootie said, Flash, go somewhere else. Shake that thing up, Pops. Carlos said hello, Madison. Alex said hello. Parker's still flatlining. And Alex said yes. Ryan said, weebs is dweebs, but for nerds. I thought that's what you meant, but I thought, I mean, hell, I thought dweebs, weebs were all the same thing, but okay, but they're for nerds. Madison said, hey, Cootie, and hey, Carlo. Jane said, Parker, stop. Well, somebody shock him. He's flatlining. Parker said, Pop's jiggling his belly, 15 found dead in Alaska. Flash said, health problems coming soon. Hey, guess what? Let me explain something to you. I don't care if you're healthy, not healthy. If you're rich, you're poor, your ass is going to die just like me. When you die, you'll be dead. Ryan said, like the white kid that wants to be Japanese so bad that they culturally appropriate. Parker said, okay. Rumble said, Parker, park it. Cootie said, weebs typically watch anime. Yoko says, I love salami. So shit. Sashimi. Lex says, weebs. Ryan said, little Cootie. Parker is, he's getting a heartbeat back. Y'all clap your hands. Parker's coming back around. Cootie said, S9E, me too. Ryan said, Alexis. Ryan said, I like chicken yokosabi. Cootie said, oh gosh, Parker, he's talking Morse code. Lex says, ha ha ha. Lex says, S9, me too. Oh. Lexus, that's Yoko, Y-O-K-O. Jane said, Cootie, S9E, name Yoko. Parker's flatlining again, or whatever it's supposed to be. Rumble said, you mentioned my people poor. Lex said 1436. Jane said, Shishmami, shit, is shush we me. Okay. Rumble said 15. Flesh says, are you ordering an escort tonight? Hell no. I ain't got no money for that shit. Cootie's broke. She can't donate no money, so I can't afford one. Hugh said, hello, Randy. Hello, Hugh. Ron said, ye can't show much. Lex said 16. Hugh said, just walked in the door. Hello, Hugh. Parker said, some shock me, please, please. Ron said, hey, Hugh. Hugh said, hello, Jane. Lex says 37. Hugh says, hello, Ryan. Parker's flatlining. Got a little beat every once in a while. Hugh said, hello, Alexis. Jane says, hey, Hugh. Rumpel said, Alexis got you that time. Hugh says, hello, Cootie. Hello, Rumpel, said Hugh. Cootie says, hello, Hugh. Rumpel says, Hugh, hello. Jane says, Rumpel, we all poor. Alexis says, 13. Cootie Queen says, I'm so sorry, Pops. For what? What you sorry for? Oh, no, you're good. I'm playing. I'm just playing, Cootie. Hugh said, hello, Madison. Flesh is laughing. Lex says 38. Rumble said Ford Escort. Nah, that's been phased out. Yeah, that's right. Long time ago. Flesh said subbed you. Well, thank you. Ryan said, hey, Madison. Rumble said 14. Cootie said, if I ever donate 100, you'd gotta do whatever the heck I ask. That depends on what you're asking. You better ask me before you donate the 100, I'll tell you that. Lex said yes. Cootie said, for like a few days, laughed my ass off. Cootie said, make my money worth it. Lex said, 100 or thousands. Ryan said, Lord Cootie. Jane said, Cootie, you hang on your money. Let me block Jane here. Matt said, hey, you. Parker said, Mama told me we had food at home when I asked for McDonald's. Lex said, yes. Ryan said, McDonald's. Lex says, 15. Hugh said, Dingle Ball Home came in. Okay. And the new rings came in. The rods were honed, and I get them back. And if new rod bearings are here, ready to get this engine back together, awesome. Rumble said, Parker, so you told her coffee is at home too, didn't you? Ryan said, give me 2 triple cheeseburgers, no pickles, and a 10-count of nuggets, please. That's right. Jane said, Parker, you got a job, get your own food. Flesh said, I'll pay for an escort for you. I don't even know how to order one, but you're welcome to donate it, and if I ever figure it out, I'll let you pay for it. I think around here, escorts are about $1,500. If you want to donate it in the chat. Lex says 12 and 38. Cootie says, damn, blocking Jane. Laugh my ass off. Jane's costing me money. Mattis said, hey, Ryan. Rumble said 38, 13. Parker said, this was like 15 years ago. Lex said, yes. Rumble said, affirminate. Jane said, Lord, man, Pops. Ryan said, anyone else dabbling this evening? Ryan's dabbing. Parker said, I got my food. Jane, don't worry. She can share too. Cootie said, give me McDonald's booty, maybe like a chicken Sammy. Rumble said, Ryan, I don't have that emoji. Ryan said, nah, Cootie, you take that back. Parker's dabbing. Ryan said, Rumble, I'm not sure why not. I'm not sure why not. I was fixing to do something. What was I fixing to do? Fixing to do something. I was going to comment to something, but I kept reading and I didn't. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Ryan said, touched a little smiley face by the text bar, scrolled to the bottom. Jay said, Pops, how you know how much an escort is. I just figured if he'd give me $1,500, I would. I don't know how much. How the hell I don't know if you can get one around here. Cody said, Ryan, you're brainwashed, lol. Rumble said, Ryan, I got Android, or maybe it needs to be downloaded. I don't know. Lex said, hi. Parker said, Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my favorite son. Ryan said, no, Cootie, the triple cheeseburger is tops. Lotus said, I could be, Ryan. Yoker said, I love America. We love you too, man. Yoko. Alexa said 13. Cootie said, Pops, have memory of a goldfish. I know, right? Alexa said 15. Rumble said, and when I'm reading, especially when y'all got me reading fast, I don't comprehend very good. So I'll read it. I might not remember it, but I'll read it. Rumble said, Ryan, oh, I got it. Thanks. Ryan said, perfect. Meant to bum ratio. Lex says 39. Rumple's dabbing. Lex says, ha ha. Ryan said, yes, sir, Rumple. Mr. One Boston said, Ryan, how about this Epspinal the Gathering? I don't know what in the hell that word is. Flesh says, do you like Asian bird? I don't know what an Asian bird looks like. Parker's dabbing. Ryan said that's not what this is. Lowell Boston. Mr. One Boston said, oh, wrong place. Cootie's Ryan. Disgusting. Rebel said 14. Lex says, Pop shave. I shave every morning. Ryan said, no ma'am. Rumble said 39. Ryan, you mean I'm still stuck on 39? Oh, come on now, all these new people. Somebody touch that likey thingy for me. Rumble said 39. Ryan said, that and the Monster Frappe is peak. Flesh said $50. Watch says, are you a veteran? I am not. That was here before we bought the place, or when we bought it. Flesh is laughing, and Armstrong. Lexi said Bourbon. Rumple said Asian bird. I know Perky duck. James, Masha Frappe. Are you done with the? Damn it, Jay. You trying to mess me up, ain't you? Cootie said, Ryan, yes, but I'm more of a veggie girl. Consistent beef makes me want to barf due to the flavor not changing. Pleasure aging, screwing the best. Okay. Ryan said, sesame seed chicken. Lex said, hi. Parker said, all right, guys, about that time. See y'all. Hey, Jesus loves y'all. Peace. Parker, be ready for the 4th of July. I got to get a little crazy. Just kidding. See you, Parker. Thanks for stopping in. Cootie said, my burgers are superior, though. Watch says, have you ever had your wife feed you ice cream? No. Ryan said, no, I'm not that veggie person. The veggies I like would be weird on bread. Alex said, yes. Lotus said, not dabbing, but I do have this live resent chart. Rumble said, Cootie, oh, I'm majory veggie now. I used to eat a lot of meat on my earlier avatar. Yoko says, do you like Japan? I like everybody, man. If you ain't done nothing to me, I ain't got nothing but love for you. Alex says 18. Ryan said Lotus holding out. Alex says 39. Rumble said 40. Well, he's still showing 39. You mean to tell me y'all can't hit that like button and get me over 40? Parker said the last dab. Fresh said ha ha ha. Carlos said, I love Japan. Ryan said, Yoko, I do like Japan. Rumble said, Alexa, oh, I missed one by one. Lotus said, carnivore, I could eat nothing but meat and be happy. Ryan said, but I love German cars. Yoko says, tanks. Flesh says, Rumpelstiltskin. Lexa said 18. Rumple said, Flesh, what up? Cootie said, Rumple, I feel that, but I've been loving veggies since birth. Basically, my mama did raise a picky eater, which is probably why I'm so fat. Laughed my ass off. Alexa said 17. Rumple said 39. Alexa says 39. Flesh said, for $50, you can open her up like a McDonald's Big Mac. Lex said 1639. Ron said, I'm up to 225. I'm the only person I know that gained weight after being on cancer treatments. Lexa said yes. Lotus said, come on up, Ryan. I'll smoke you out. Flesh says, I can't stop laughing. Ryan says, Lotus, you'll learn that that's not a good idea. I have a retarded tolerance. I know what I was going to do now, I think. Thank you, City Sub. Let's see. Rumble said, Cootie, I mean, that depends on genes too. I'm reed thin, but again, I did a lot of sports and martial arts and hiking and stuff for so long. Jesse James said, Ryan, are you a cancer free? Flesh says, brilliant this. Lotus said, Lol, that should be entertaining, Ryan. Ryan said, yes, no, I am not, but it is controlled for the moment. Lotus said, trust me, I have some stuff that would turn you retarded. Cootie said, Lotus, I used to grow and smoke heavily, loved it so much, but now I can't handle anything except alcohol and nicotine because it's too much anxiety. Rumble said, Ryan, you threw a challenge at cancer, or you think you can grow cancer? Let me show you how I outgrow you, buddy. Ryan said, Lotus, I can chain dab for hours. Jesse James said, Ryan, you got this. Gee. Lotus said, these snow caps are the shit. Carlos said, pass the coochie from the left to the right hand. Ryan said, ha, you right, Rumple. Ryan said, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Lotus said, have you ever heard of a donut hole joint? I've seen pictures of it, but I've never seen one. Ryan said, no. Lotus said, look it up, Ryan. It will mess up the best smokers. Ryan said, BRB. Jesse James said, the only donut hole is my ex. Flesh said, if you have a big money, you can get one in the pink and one in the stink. Flesh said, great deal. Rumble said, Ryan, just kidding, hoping for your healthy recovery. That's not what I wanted to do. Cootie said, I used to roll just fat jig jags now. I used to roll just fat jig jags. Jesse said, yeah, Ryan, we love and support you. Fuck cancer. Ryan said, Rumple, things are controlled. Things are looking bad for a bit, but we got it. Slowed way down. Flesh said, I can't stop laughing. Lotus said, I like them raw cones now. Cootie said, probably still can, but I haven't been around weed in about 42 months. Used to buy 3 ounces a paycheck. Rumble said, Jesse James, how do I know that name? Was that Sandra Block's ex-husband's name? Rumple said, fuck to the cancer. Carlos said, fuck to the cancer. Ryan said, Lotus, that's a harsh hole. I've had 2. James said, ha, Flesh, not quite funny. Jesse James says, maybe. They said, hi. Ryan said, problem I have is I start choking after a hole. Rumble said, Ryan, prayers. Ryan said, wow. Flesh says, it's hilarious. Jesse James says, I'm name is based off the outlaw Jesse James. Alexa said 16. Ryan said, thanks, Rumble. And Jess, it been a trip, but I'm here. Alexa said 17 and 39. Damn it, still stuck on 39. Daggone it. Rumble said, Jess, oh cool. Flesh said 7. Ryan said, is that your real name, Jesse James? Jesse. Mine is Ryan. Rumble said 1839, 18, said Alexis. Ryan said, I smoked about 1.5 ounces of extracts in a month, but I've had 2 ounces months before. Jess said, my real name is Jesse Brown. I'm related to the ambassador John Brown. Abolished, I don't know what that word is. Lex says 39. Lotus said, Jesse James builds choppers, West Coast choppers. Ryan said, well, it's nice to meet you, Jesse. Cootie said, Pops, you need to let me know when my membership ends. If it runs out before the 10th, keep my name up there because you know I'll be subbing again. Cootie, I do understand. Don't you worry about it. I'll make sure your name stays up there. I do appreciate it. I know you're good for it. Jesse said, nice to meet you, Ryan. And Rumple said, Lotus, oh yeah, he was married to Bullock too. Then he cheated. Lotus said, I probably would if I didn't have the carts all the time. Jesse said, I subbed and liked. Good community here. Thank you. Well, let me, I hope you're not lying. Let me go back to the channel here. Boom. There you go. I return the favor. Thank you. Captain Bad Bill said, good evening all. Hello, Captain Bad Bill. Flesh says, can I get my name on the board? You can. It's a members only. You go down there and donate, or you become a member. It's $4.99 a month. We will order your name when you become a member. Ron said, Jesse, this is something we do daily. Cootie said, thank you, Pops. You're welcome. It means the world to me. Y'all are like the closest thing I have going right now. Laugh my ass off. That's what I'm trying to build, Cootie. Everybody in the chat here is all one big family. And I do want it to keep growing, and I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Cootie said, be right back. Got to urinate. Ryan said, Randy and Randy are decent people. Been subbed for them for over a year now. Jesse said, this is awesome, Ryan. This will heal America. That's what we're trying to do. Please, if anybody don't mind, get it out there. Tell your friends. Copy and paste in other places. Let everybody know to come join us every day from 7 to 9. Lotus said, he did Monster Garage too. I missed that show. Rumble said, almost 6 a.m. Time to commute. Sorry, fight crime. Catch you later. Take care. See you, Rumble. Do appreciate it. Flesh said, who's the inventor of dirt? That's Jane. She's not in it right now. I think she's jumped over to Daryl's premiere. But Jane is who invented dirt. Ryan said, yes, sir. These are good folks. We welcome anyone from anywhere. We about politics, religion, and controversy. We don't do politics, religion, or controversial subjects. Lotus said, even me. Flesh said, like the dirt pile. Well, it's a joke about Jane. She used to babysit Jesus. She's been around forever, so she said she invented dirt. Ron said, I remember Monster Garage. Ron said, anyone remember Junkyard Wars? I do. Lotus said, you going to make me blush. Jane said, take care, Rumple. There's Jane. That's the inventor of dirt right there, Jane. Alexa said, hi. Yoko said, my mother come from a family of samurais. Maddie said, bye, Rumple. Alexa said, 19. Ron said, have a good one, Rumple. Rumple said, Jane, later, TC. Rumple said, Madison, later's, take care. Alexa said, 15. Jane said, that's awesome, Yoko. I'm man said, she sells shells on the seashore. There we go. Rumble said, Ryan, later, take care. Cootie said, bye, Rumble. Alexa said, 43. Flash is laughing. Rumble said, Alexis, you won today. I'll get you later. Later said, yep, Junkyard Wars was good. Rumble said, Cootie, later's, take care. Cootie said, gosh, my knee hurts so dang much. Do y'all think I should give the cat on my profile picture a treat? He's been all up in my grill meowing for snack. Yeah, give him a snack. Rumble said, I went on Junkyard Wars binge a while back. There's a lot of episodes up here on YouTube. Flesh says, oh yeah, I know that song. Kane said, hello from Georgia. Hello, Kane. Welcome. I don't believe I've seen your name in here before. Welcome from Georgia. Flesh said, seashells. Lex says, bye, Rumple. And Lex says, yes. Ryan said, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He could chuck as many as he wanted to, I guess. Kane said, nope. It's my first time. That's what I thought. Welcome. I'm glad you stopped in. We do this every day from 7 to 9 and 2 times on Sunday. We cook morning breakfast sometime between 9 and 12. We don't have a set time. We do put a video out every single day. Alex said hi. Jane said hi, Kane, and welcome. Alex said 14. Lotus, I think you should give the cat to the Chinese restaurant. Cootie said, I don't know. He's got to be a lot more cuter, to be honest. Maybe flop on his side and let me get some belly rubs. Alex said 43. Cootie said, yeah, they cook breakfast while I'm at work all the time. Ryan said, scratch his chin. Cootie said, Lotus, I'll fight you. Alex said, hi. Hello, Alexis. 14 people, 43 thumbs up. Well, y'all got me over 40. I do appreciate it. Now, can we get to 50? Jane said, Lotus, be nice. Alexis got a money face. Cootie said, here's my son. He's my son, not here. He's my son. Boy, y'all kept me busy tonight. Thank y'all. It's already 8:22. Ron said, doesn't mean he wouldn't be tasty with some broccoli. Jane said, Lowell. Jane said Pops will pick the broccoli out. You exactly right. Alex says, he's some muscle. I don't know what that word is. Damn it. Goody said, yes, deeply he is. He was born around the time I miscarried, so no, I'm not going to eat my child. Lotus said, sweet and sour kitty. Ryan said, I have 3 cats. Let the zombies come. I'll be fed for at least 3 days. Alexis said, yes. Look at there. Alexis getting comfortable with us. Used a few more words. Even one I have no idea how to say. Jane said, Cootie, I'm sorry you've lost a child. Yeah, that's not good for anybody. I don't know what I would do, but it, appreciate you hanging in there. Eric says, are you having ice cream? I do not have any, but after the live, I will probably go buy some. So yes, I will. Alex said hi. Jane said, Lord, Lotus. Alex said, yes. Flesh says, do you like to go bareback and get off the stop before town? I have no idea where you're going with that comment, so I don't know. AJ says, hello everyone. Hello AJ. Eric said, do you like the marshmallow fluff stuff? I don't care much for marshmallows. Ryan said, there's nothing better than eating friends in emergencies. Jane said, flesh, stop it. Hey, Ryan said, hello AJ, Lex616. Cootie said, but Ryan, the cute kitty in your profile picture, oh my God. And it's okay, Jane, it wasn't meant to be, and the father was definitely not father material. Flesh is laughing. Jane said, hi, AJ. Alex says, 43, and yes. AJ says, hello, Ryan. Hello, Jane. Ryan said, yeah, Coochie, he is adorable, but he's lower on the totem pole. Eric says, the caramel fudge or syrup? I like caramel fudge. Jane said, Cootie, that's still a loss, and I'm sorry. AJ says, how was your day today? It was a good day. It was a good day. Flesh said, relax, Jane. AJ says, what was for lunch today? I didn't eat lunch. I ate breakfast. I ate 2 eggs over easy, grits, butter toast, and link sausage, but I have not had lunch. I just eat some pretzels, that's all. Flesh said, I just read that. Jane said, Flesh, you're being very inappropriate in this chat. Lex says 14, said hi. Lex said 43. Lotus said I was stupid, hot, and very tiring. I'm over building privacy fence in the yard with the most rock ever. Cootie said the dumb ones are often the best. Ryan and Jane, it's okay. I think about it daily, but really would have been the best time in my life. Was still on substance during that time. Jane said, I got hot here. Ryan said, you do any videos on it, Lotus? Lex said 14 to 44. Jane, don't let them win. Just ignore them. Don't let them win. But you know it happens. He pushed the right button. Ryan said, well, Twitch is a good cat, but he's ripped for a cat, so he'd be lean meat like rabbits. Alexa said aye. And 11. Cootie said lean meat is bad meat. There's a noise in this office and I can't quite figure out what it is. Jane said he didn't listen and was saying crude stuff. I warned him before. Cootie said Alexis is gaining artificial intelligence. Gaining. 10 people in here, 44 thumbs up. Ryan said, nah, I like everything nice and lean. Jonathan said, you and Jay need sing songs It's Okay by Forrest Frank and 1111 by Chase Matthews. Ryan said, got that chew to it. Alexa said, yee. Yes. We got 11 people in here, 44 thumbs up. Oh, there goes Alexis, going to help me out. 11. Lotus said lean is mean. Alexis said 44. Ryan said, Alexis, how are you this evening? Everything good? Cootie said, I want to mention about how the time you were getting rid of admins, and when you mentioned it, suddenly more actually your meds popped up. To be honest, I feel like you really only need a few admins. Yeah, I used to do everybody, but it got a little crazy. Lex said yes. Cootie said like Jane, Rumpel, Ryan, and a couple others. Ryan said good stuff. You'd be surprised how people get upset if their name isn't blue anymore. Jonathan said you and Jane need to pass away and diet right now. Alexa said 15, 33, 45. Ron said strawberry or chocolate milk. I'll take chocolate. Hyper said interesting. David said greetings from Russia. Hello, David. Ryan said I'm a strawberry guy. Hyper said cherry milk. That comes from them pink cows. Lotus said, yeah, I want my blue back. Let's protest. Slim said, bro, my father beat me when I was 74. David said, what? David said, what the topic? We talk about just about everything. We don't do politics. We don't do religion or controversial subjects. But we pretty much open about anything else. Lex says 12, 46. Lotus said strike, strike, strike. 3 strikes and you're out. Hyper said pink cows are my favorite. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Ryan said, oh, Lotus. Cootie said too freaking bad, Pops. I feel like if they don't pop in at least a couple times during stream in the week, you should not make them admin. They don't do as much as Jane and the others do. You're exactly right, Cootie. Randy and I, we have discussed it as slimming it down some more, but if they don't come in here, then, I mean, a lot more people used to come in, but you can tell I got a good group right here. David said, Pete, Pete. Okay, good luck to you. Good luck to you too, David. Thank you. Ryan said, I never had cherry milk. There's a cherry syrup then. Yeah, there's cherry syrup. I'm about strawberry. I don't know about cherry. Lotus says, damn it, I'm out. Ryan said, David, I need a lotta. It's okay if it's rusty. Lotus said, he won't make me blue because I block trolls before you can even read the message. I'm fast. Sometimes you shouldn't block them. I mean, some people want to try to get you pissed off. And and it messes up my chat when everybody's blocking. When it's bad, it's different. But it messes up my reading when everybody's blocking people. Lexus said, too freaking bad. Jane said, Laura Ryan's still begging for a car. Lex said 14 and 8. Cootie said, you have a great group of active men. Very interactive and kind of love it. Ryan said, Jane, you let me fish, damn it. Alexa said 47. All right, I got 47 in here. We might just click off 50 today. Wow. Thank y'all. Jane said, Lord, sorry, Ryan. Ryan said, I try real hard to be decent, but I don't want to reflect poorly on Randy and Randy. Jane said, I usually put up with it, unless they are crude or upsetting everyone. Cootie said, Alexis is just repeating what I say, but in terrible format. Laughed my ass off. Alexis said, hi. Well, the chat was getting bigger. Like I said, YouTube has been messing around, so it's not being pushed as much as it was. Even a lot of people in the chat say that they're not getting notifications. And at one point, at the end of the night, we were getting about 1,000 views. Sometimes, around 1,500. And we were up there around 100 likes. But now, we'll be lucky to make 50 likes tonight, and there's usually only about 200 or 300 views. So I don't know if it was the deleting or hiding or everything like that, but I want to give people a chance. Some people thinks it's funny. We try to let it go as much as we can, and then, like I said, person gets upset because they've offended them, and then they delete them or something else. I don't get offended that much. Now, I mean, I don't like for them to talk about the people in the chat and stuff like that, and if they push me too far, I'll hide them. I usually let them go unless they're talking absolutely nasty stuff. I usually let them go, and if they piss me off, I'll just hide them. Cootie said, Alexis, I just read that. Alexis said, hi. Pig said, do you have the helmet or the hose? Do you have the helmet or the hose? Don't know. Ryan said, David apparently doesn't want to send me a car. James and Pops didn't have time to yawn until now. I know, right? Y'all kept me busy. Alexis said, Alexis is just 10, 11, 47. Cootie said, but Jane, you're reasonable. Anytime you press me, I completely understood and acted like a dog being whipped and sent to the corner. Laughed my ass off. Lotus says, you have algorithm problems. Has nothing to do with mods. It has nothing to do with mods. I'm just saying. I didn't know if it was the way. Nah, fuck it. I ain't even going to try to explain myself. Alexa said hi, but Ryan said everyone have algorithm problems. YouTube is consistently meddling with the metrics. Lotus says, do you have any flagged or copyright videos still posted? I do not. We don't. We've not had a copyright or flagged since Randy did that Mother's Day thing back 2 years ago. We don't do the we don't get copyrighted and flag videos. Jane said the guy I just silenced was being very crude. Lex says, but Jane. Lotus said, that's true, Ryan. Lex says 11. Jane, he told you to, what? Well, he told you to be quiet or something. Chill or something. And you didn't like for him to tell you to be chill. Alexis said, "I." Lotus said, "The algorithm is the problem." Jane said, "Alexis, but what?" Alexis says, 48. Ryan said, "I cannot stand that YouTube was peaked like 10 years ago." Lotus says, "What category do you post in?" I don't know what you mean. I just post a video. I don't know what you mean category. Alexa said hi, and Cootie said it's definitely the algorithm with YouTube. You now have to pay to promote. Yes, somebody else, I think Lotus told us that you got to pay so much to get your videos. It wouldn't be too bad if it was I paid so much a month, but it's paid for every video, and I'm not doing that. Lotus said automotive. I don't know. I'd have to ask Randy. Randy set that up. Lex said yes. Jane said no. He was talking about you without condoms on and asking if you pull out. Oh, you must have got that before I read that, or if it did, I really didn't comprehend that. Alexa said 11. Ryan said, I'm a premium member, so I am always getting hit with premium features that meant nothing to me. Lois says, I went to apply at the Bedford Park CSX about 15 years ago and was told if I'm not black, I'm not getting a job for that company. I ain't gonna tell you didn't say get that, but I don't. Okay. Lex says 48. Lois says no man saying. No man saying. Ryan said I hate that I hate that YouTube is checking the trash for ideas. Lotus said when you post a video under advanced, you can select what category. I'll have to look at it because right after I'll have to post a video. I don't know what Randy's got it set at. Alexa said 10. Ryan says I don't pick a specific category for my videos. I don't pick one, so I don't know if either Randy's got it set up or it just goes up. I don't know. Cootie said, Jane, I must have missed that OMFG. That's crazy. And Pops, unfortunately, that's the truth about paying for each video. But honestly, I don't need it to where that'd be slightly easy for y'all. You're right, and I wouldn't mind trying to donate, but when I tell y'all every dime that has come into this YouTube is put into one account and we have not touched it. We are trying to build that account up till it does something special for the channel. We've not touched the money whatsoever. Alex says 48, and yes. Lotus said you should otherwise your videos get showed to people who don't care about it, and the analytics look bad, so the algorithm drops you. I'll ask Randy about it and find out what you're talking about. I have no idea, Lotus. Mattis said Randy said it's set to car and auto car videos. So like I said, Randy had to set it because I don't know nothing about it. Alexa said hi, and Alexa said 9 and 48, and Irwin said howdy. Hello, Irwin. Ryan said I have to look next time I upload something. Jane said hi, Irwin. Alexa said 8. Irwin's waving, and Alexa said 48. Man, if I could get 3 more, that'd be awesome for tonight. Alexa said 13. Lotus says, Randy said yours is set right. I figured it was. Like I said, I know how to go in and do certain things, but Randy handles most of the backdoor stuff with this. if it's anything just like putting a thumbnail up, the thumbnails we've been using, Randy makes them and Randy puts them on. He told me the other day how to do it, but I've got to write it down and start following it and doing it myself. If not, I'll never remember it. Cootie said, one day I'll give you money, especially for you guys to raise your platform. I appreciate it. When I do get this section down here, I told Randy I'm wanting to put a certain, I don't want to beg for money by no means, but I want to put a certain thing down here that people want to donate for, just like it's going to take quite a bit of money for us to pour the concrete and the asphalt. So one way or another, we're going to have money for that. Whether we borrow the money or people help it out, I don't know. But I got to get to that point first. Alexa said 12 and 49. Cootie said, Alexa, I'm convinced you're a bot. Alexa says 13. Lotus said thumbnail's been getting better. Randy's been doing, he's been letting AI make them, and he's doing real good. So like I said, I need to figure it out. I did mess with AI a little bit today. While I still got time, let me read this next too, and I'll show y'all the picture. Lotus said, you guys need action burnouts, build dumb entertainment stuff, and use us idiots to watch. Yes, but see, again, Lotus, I'm trying to get to that point. It's just Randy and myself. And we're trying to get certain things done. And it's not like we just come in and work on one thing. We're trying to get the land cleared. Randy's still coming in, selling tires, putting tires on. We can't just come in and work on, a build. I found a Jeep tonight I wanted to make an offer on, just to have here and play around on the land. But again, I don't think y'all realize how much Randy and I do here at the shop and at our regular job. We cannot just build a go-kart or build a car. We've got everything going on. Hell, I think we messed with Madison's vehicle. Randy did it. I was there, but I think it was in there for about 3 days, off and on, and changing the fluid and everything, trying to get hers back to going. Hey, Kalo says, he slap head, how's it hanging? It's hanging just fine. Lexa 12 and 49. Cootie said, it's not begging. I support you guys, and you have a lot of potential, especially if y'all broke down what you guys are doing to the cars and so on. People need video tutorials, and we've tried to do more of that, but the problem I got is I can do a lot of things, but it's hard to me explain to y'all what I'm doing. We're trying to get better at it, but it's Ryan said, I'm excited to be an NDP racer. I am too, Ryan. And I do have something else in the works. I'm trying to do something here with a live band. And I would like to get you involved in that if it works out. I want to do a live band on live once a week or once a month or something. I've been talking to a local band about trying to get it. I'm waiting for him to get back to me, and we set it up here and do one like on a Friday night. So I've got things working in the works. I'm trying. We're not just sitting here not doing shit. We're trying. Lex said hi, 12:49. Lotus said I would love to go to an NDP race. Well, hell, Lotus, people like you got to be part of it. We got to get all the group people to come down here and be part of it. Jane said, do shorts of all this stuff you guys are doing behind the scenes. That's our videos, Jane. Cootie said, right this afternoon, I came in, I made a video, and I went out there and started working on the skid steer. That will be one of the videos coming up in about 3 or 4 days. Cootie said, my boyfriend would love an NDP race. And that's the part of it. It's going to be a member. This is going to be members only. You have to be a member on this channel to come be a part of it here. Alexa said hi. Lotus said, I know how it is. Hard to find time to do stuff. These streams don't help either. Always off topic said, what's up? Hello. Always said, Ricky Bobbitt. Ryan said, yeah, just let me know what you have in mind. Well, that could be a bunch of fun. Always said, no hope. Hey, we got the 50, 16 and 50. Jane said, push out shorts of the videos. That's what, I know it sounds funny, Jane, but what Maria was doing with our videos and putting it on her channel is what we need. But again, the time frame of us doing it, we really need somebody else here. Maria is in Iraq, but she was taking stuff out of our videos and making shorts and putting them up on her channel, and it was absolutely phenomenal. That's what I need somebody to help us out to do that. If they can make the shorts and put it up and put it on the Facebook, put it on the Snapchat and the other social media, because we're so busy with just the YouTube, it's hard for us to get it. We really need somebody else here helping us. I'm working on a person now to try to get that person to come over here and help me, but we just got to get everything in a row. Ryan said need to do a lap leaderboard and have a single car for everyone to do hot laps. Yep. Alexa said hi. Lotus said is there a road course? Genesis don't like dirt. We will buy other cars, Lotus. It will be like you'll buy a $500 car or something like that and do it. Alexa says 16 and 50. Ryan said I'll absolutely run my Jetta on dirt. Alexa says 14. Maria says shit. You're talking about me? I am. I was talking about how great you were doing on the videos and stuff. Lex said 15. Cutie said shorts are so popular and I watch them all the time, like how to change a battery or car tire, something that can be stumped up in less than 60 seconds. If I can make a video, I'll do something. But that's what I'm saying. The things Maria was doing is what we need for somebody to do here. I loved what she was doing, but she got so busy she couldn't keep it up, and I do understand, but we need that here. Yoko said, I have a toy poodle at home. All right. Maria said, I was checking the live, how many likes you get. 12 and 50 right now. Jane says, go to sleep, Maria. Lotus says, how does she always know? I don't know. She's got to have an alarm when I say her name, it goes off. John said, got to go tomorrow. See you, John. Thank you. And Lotus took his light back. Maria said, Jane. Ryan said, welcome back, Maria. Alexa said, hi. Ryan said, hello, Lotus. It was like instant. Alexa said, 12. Cootie said, Maria, we are talking about boosting the popularity of the channel. Alexa said, 50. Yeah, it dropped down one. Maria said, bye, Jane don't want me here. You got to be careful. Jane's in a mood today. She'll get you. Lotus said she was creeping in the background. Lotus said 14. And Alexa said 14 and 50. Jane said, Lord, you need to be here to give Pop shit. Jane said, but Maria wasn't helping your algorithm. Was she? Because it was on her. No, it was not. It was on her channel. And she changed it around and had her language on it. But what I'm saying is what she's doing is what we need done here, and it would help. Logan said, are you vegan? Oh, shit. Do not tell me this. All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one time. If you are Mr. Vegan and you start your shit, I will delete you right off the bat. I'm not playing. Lotus said I did not. Yoko said, which state in America are you in? North Carolina. Lotus said, now I did it. Maria said, no, Jane, because I used to put their channel name so people could use to go visit their channel. Ryan said, no one is vegan. Alexa said 12, 10, 48. Then we dropping to 48. Lotus said, carnivore. Cootie says, I have a little spare time, and with my app, I could probably do a short video summarizing 60 seconds, but you'd gotta have jokes during it, humor in the day, and age is hard to hit. Well, Cootie, if it's something we can work on, we'll try to figure it out. And if it's something you've got time for, we will try to figure it out. If you can cut it up and do that, because Maria did things that was on the live, and it was cool as shit. It really was. Cootie said Logan is WWE. Lexa said hi. Lotus said, so on your phone you can remix NDP's videos and share it to both parties, get views and credit. All right. Alexa said 49. Yeah, we dropped down. Maria said, Pops, I would go and do what I used to do. I don't mind. I used to enjoy it, but also you said I couldn't continue because of college. No, you said you were too busy. You was going to have to quit. And I told you that was fine. I want you to study on college. I appreciate the help. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was funny, but I don't want to stand in your way of grades. I really don't. I loved it when you did it. I thought it was cool as shit. Marissa, I love making my friends happy. Alexa said 12. I love seeing them come through. Jane said Logan and Mr. Vegan Mr. Vegan 3 are gone. That's fine. Madison said nope. That's fine. I've had enough of that youngin' now. I'm not dealing with that shit. Cootie said Maria does great videos. I wouldn't mind making the video and see if Maria could humor it more. Like I said, she actually took cuts out of, like when I fell, and the other day when Randy and I was picking around throwing water and being stupid, that would have been a clip she would have cut out and put on the channel. And like I said, if I could have got the clips from her to put up, that would have been cool. Or had a way she could have posted. Maria said, Laura, I got so mad at the girl who told you about my account. My face was red after I found out. But see, I don't understand. It kind of bothered me when you got upset about it because I thought it was very nice and cool and it was very funny. And I take that stuff as y'all were trying to help us out. So, please don't be mad because I thought it was, like I said, it was funny as hell. Lex said 49. Maria said, I was about to tell you, Randy, on Christmas in the end of the year. Madison said, Lord. Cootie said, I got WWE PTSD. Maria said, by the way, the video's still on the account. I didn't delete them. I just hide them. Oh, okay. Ryan said, Maria, you're being successful with making us all happy. Hey, that's true. Maria said, I would do it in English next time. It will be cool. Well, like I said, if you did it and I could get my hands on it, we would put it up. I think it's funny. Jane said, I want to see them. I would love them. It was on there. Like I said, she's got them hid now, but you could go on the channel and watch them. She did. I watched about 10 of them. It was cool. Ron said, "Little Cootie." Maria said it was a secret. That's why. Yoko said, "Do you like dogs?" I'm not an animal person, but we do have a dog. Ron said, "It was in 42. It was hot. WWE was in the trees." Maria said, "Yes, Ron, pray for me to be successful in life." Lois said, "Charlie's coming out the trees." Cootie said, "Ryan, it's okay. You don't have to live like that anymore. You're out of Nam." Maria said one of the videos got over 70,000 people watching it. That's what I'm saying. They did good. And if I could get those kind of numbers on what you're doing, if I could get them here, that would be awesome. Ryan's laughing, and Maria said, "I have around 3 month holidays. I'll think about it." But like I said, I don't want anybody. I want y'all, everybody, to do what y'all want to do. It's just like we tell Cootie all the time: don't put herself in a position. She says she likes to help with the channel, and she likes to, I can't think of the word right now, but when she donates, she's helping with the channel and support the channel. That's what she's doing that out of her own free will. We're not begging for the money. And that's the whole thing. It's something she wants. That means more to us. The things you were doing is what you wanted to do. We didn't ask you to do it. We thought it was great. Maria said the reason why I understand the young people mind. Lotus said, and it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Jane said, "Ryan, you have PTSD too?" Maria said, "I know the things that might get you viral." Ela says, Ela, I hadn't seen you in here. If you've been in here or you hadn't been in here, if you haven't done it already, will you hit the like button so I can go over 50, please? Cootie said, "If I make a video, Maria, would you try to shorten and humor it up? I just don't have the app for that, and I have a grandma-like phone." Maria said, "You're old-minded, old man." I know, I do know, I understand. I had something on my mind the other day I was going to do when I got here, but that was the day Randy didn't come, and then he didn't come today, so if I don't think about it, I'll forget it. It was something I was wanting to do out here and make a short video. And sometimes Randy thinks I'm stupid for some of the shit that I want to do. That was one of the coolest videos when he opened the shower door on the trailer we were building, because he had no idea what I was fixing to do. I just shut the door, told him to record, and open the door. He had no idea I had taken my shirt off and I was going to scream when he opened the door. His reaction to that was truly honest. He did not know what I was going to do. Lotus said, "Whatever, I don't give a dang. Next stop is Vietnam." Eli says, "Hello, hello, friends." Well, hello. Rod said, "Howdy." Eli says, "Your servant is translating." I'm sorry. Cootie said, "He shows 50 on my side. I'm showing 51 right now, providing Lotus don't take his back." Jane said, "Lord, dang, Lotus, you going with him? Believe it or not, I'm probably the only one in here that remembers when they announced the end of the Vietnam War." Cootie says, "I am number one." Good, I waited long enough. Ryan said, "Lord, Jane." Cootie said, "Woo-hoo!" Jane said, "Whoo! Go, Cootie, go." Ray said, "Lord, I like that video so much." Oh. Lotus said, Jane, you remember a lot of history. Maria said, you have good ideas. I do have them. It's just getting them put up and getting them going. But I really think Randy thinks I'm stupid when I want to do them. And he can't get into it like I want to. Jane said, that was a great short, Pops. Cootie's got trophies. Ryan said, Lol, the shower was funny. Elon said, no, Abdul Muhammad, I'm not literally your servant. Metaphorically, yes, that word. Hello, Leah. Mattis sent marshmallows high for 100 joules. MT said, free Palestine, you son of a bitch. Hey, you dumb fucker. I think they did. Didn't they do that today or yesterday or whatever? Watch the fucking news. Eli says, hello, Maria. Jane said, hey, Eli. Cootie said, still number one. Eli said, hello, Jane. The broadcast is a bit delayed for me. I'm sorry. Madison has got party poopers or something. Rob said, lol, Maria's laughing. Maria said, you're the last person who say watch the news. Cootie said, I thought I was going to lose this spot after Madison did the marshmallow. To be honest, I did too, Cootie. Jane said, hi, Rob. Y'all know y'all got me talking and got me past this time. Y'all realize that, don't you? I think that's why y'all got to talking. Jane said, hi, Rob. Lotus said, Pops put $1 in the swear jar. Madison, lol, I haven't chatted enough to come in late. Rob said, hello, Jane. Maria said, what you laughing about? Bubble gum. No. I thought when Madison donated, it was going to knock Cootie off. Cootie said, hell yeah, it was an eventful night for you, Pops. Tried to keep it interesting for you. I do appreciate it. Madison said, I'm just trying to get rid of my jewels. Jane said, Lord, oh, hey, quitting time. Check the time clock. We did make it to 50 tonight, so I do appreciate all of y'all's help. Rob said, good choice of tune, sir. Thank you. Cootie said, good night, everyone. Jane said, Lord, Maddie, I'm second. Keep your jewels. In the next video. Lotus said, good night. Jane said, take care, everyone. Maddie said, night, everyone. Lotus says, if I take mine back, it'll be 49. Y'all have a good day. Let's see. Ryan said, that'll be a good night, everyone. Let's see you tomorrow. All right. See ya. Thank you, Ryan. I do appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. Cootie said, see y'all tomorrow. And remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all. No, Lotus, it would only knock me down to 51. Ha ha.